All right, here we go with the January 3rd edition of the Carolina Weather Video. A whole lot of ground to cover today. Let's get right into it. There's the Greensboro Tower camera just after 6 o'clock this morning. We've had some clouds roll in. Temperatures have been climbing a little bit over the past couple of hours with that blanketed cloud cover arriving up to 17. They're at the PTI Airport. We'll take a peek down to the Queen City of Charlotte. Looking good but cold, 19. They're at the Charlotte Douglas International Airport early this morning. There's your highs. Yesterday was another chilly day. Some Piedmont spots managed to get a little bit above freezing, such as Charlotte, right to freezing in Raleigh. Greensboro once again stayed below freezing, keeping that consecutive hour streak going of sub-freezing temperatures. There's your Charlotte high temperatures. It was a cold day, and the cold air will continue moving forward in time. All right, so we'll take a look at our temperatures this morning. There's your readings, again, right at 6 o'clock as I cut the video. Cold, but temperatures have been rising a little bit with some clouds rolling in. Here comes our next shot of cold air. That will be in place, and it will be just as impressive, if not in some instances even a little bit colder than the blast of air we've just had over the past couple of days as we get toward later this week. All right, water vapor imagery. Let me kind of show you a different perspective of this. Here's one piece of energy right here. Another piece quickly diving down into it and phasing with it, and that's really going to crank a strong, strong low pressure off the Florida coast. I already have precipitation breaking out down that way. Still pretty quiet in the Carolinas as I cut the video, but there you go. Ice and snow deep down into Florida. Southern Georgia slowly beginning to crawl up the coast, and this is going to be a significant winter storm for a lot of places that do not typically get a lot of wintry precip right along the Georgia and the South Carolina coast. Savannah, Hilton Head, significant winter storm. Charleston, winter storm warnings up for all the pink shaded counties running from the Florida Panhandle up into eastern North Carolina. Winter weather advisories for places like Raleigh and Fayetteville. One of the forecast challenges is how far north and west does this shield of snow make it. There's a lot of challenges, such as how much mixing occurs right along the coast, and how far north and west does that shield of snow make it into the interior Carolinas. Here's what Futurecast is showing. This is the most recent run, and it kind of brings that precipitation briefly up. I'll kind of pause it here if I can. I guess I can't do that, but either way, you're up into Anson County, Montgomery County, Randolph County, Alamance County, and then out it goes. Let me show you ice first. This is the European ice totals. Significant amount of ice in North Florida, coastal parts of Georgia, and then we'll have to see again the temperature profile, whether you get sleet or freezing rain for parts of the immediate South Carolina coast, but it will certainly be a pretty good period of snow involved as well. And then up toward Wilmington, same deal. There's the European snow chart. Futurecast has been very aggressive with the snow amounts. Look at that, over 9 inches being indicated in Savannah and Hilton Head. It keeps the profile a little colder and keeps it all or mostly snow in those areas. And then up into the eastern parts of North Carolina, there's your bullseye for the snow totals. And again, notice just very, very light totals there back a little bit south and east of Interstate 85. There's the North American model, and it really goes nuts with the snow in eastern North Carolina. And so here's the basic idea. And again, my most uncertain areas are right here along the coast. It will depend on how much it stays snow, how much mixing or changing over to sleet or freezing rain you have. But generally, a little to the east of I-95 over toward the Pamlico Sound area. Between those two areas, that's your jackpot zone, it looks like, for snow in North Carolina. And there'll be a lot of variability with the snow totals as this low pressure cranks. Could be some really heavy strips of snow involved if the precipitation shield really stays filled in. And again, I think back toward just south and east of Charlotte and Greensboro, points south and east from there, maybe a dusting to an inch with a brief period of snow late this afternoon or this evening. Cold day today, cold night tonight as well, and here comes that renewed blast of cold air taking hold. There's your high temperatures Thursday. Friday will be cold. And it stays very cold right on through the upcoming weekend. A few more detailed charts really quick here. I'll show you the well, hang on a second. And once again, these numbers, these charts have gotten out of order for me. I'll show you the European. There's what it has this evening, and then into the overnight hours. There goes your shield of snow working north and east. All right, what I really want to show you here is the higher resolution modeling. Now, here we go. This is the regional Canadian. excuse me, typically does a very nice job in these types of situations. This is around lunchtime today. We go out to late afternoon, again, right on the coast, and we'll have to see how much mixing there is. It actually kicks the Outer Banks over to rain as this low pressure really strengthens. We'll see. And then from there goes the system really cranking. This thing bombs out down to 962. That's a hurricane intensity. And then out it goes from there. The 3-kilometer NAM. All right, there it is at noon. And there we are at early this evening. Heavy snow in eastern North Carolina for a period of time. 968, that pressure. We're talking all kinds of huge surf and winds out there over the ocean. And then out it goes from there. So the Regional Canadian puts out that for the snow totals. Again, there's your bullseye zone on it. The 3-kilometer NAM, again, much more aggressive because it keeps the profile a little colder right to the coast. So we'll have to see. Again, it's a battleground there along the immediate coast. But I still think, again, east of 95 in North Carolina, that's your jackpot zone for snow. And we'll have to see what happens right along the coast. And I'll just mention this real quick. Next system arrives Monday. The air mass certainly modifying by them, but the Canadian keeps it cold enough that there's daybreak Monday, and then there you go. There's early afternoon Monday. We'll have to see the air mass temperature profile when that next system arrives around Monday. So, again, a lot of moving pieces. This is a very, very complex storm system moving through right now. We'll just kind of have to see how things unfold for those question mark areas right along the coast and on that western fringe of the precipitation. But certainly parts of the eastern Carolina is getting a big-ticket winter storm. All right, that is it for the latest edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.